Hi everyone and welcome to my weekend video. This is my Q&A session video where I answer questions all the way through the weekend, so both Saturday and Sunday, and then I edit and upload this video to the channel on a Monday. Now there are various ways you can actually ask me questions. If you check the video description, there's a link to my Patreon page, and if you show your support through Patreon, then you get priority on your questions as well as various other perks as well. There's a whole list of perks on that page. Check it out, and if you can show your support, it really does help me out. It supports what I'm doing by producing videos every day, as well as my hope to bring back the Mega Gadget Collection series of videos. You can also tweet questions to me. Tweet them at Geekanoids with the hashtag GeekQA. Or if you want to do a shout out request or a sponsor request, there's another link in the video description. You can make a small donation, and you do that if you want something like a shout out for your business or your website or your YouTube channel, etc. So without further ado, let's get on with the questions. The first one is from Alberto Ferrari. Alberto asks, "Hi Dave, I've just watched a video about accents in England. I wondered if Kent is estuary English." Yes, it is. In fact, the southeast of England, which is where I am, does use estuary English, and it's sort of another term for Cockney English or Cockney rhyming slang. And the main areas that would have derived from would be along the sort of River Thames in London. Also, I think it was either North or South Surrey and some areas of Essex. So if you hear sort of a London accent in my voice, it's because I'm originally from Farnborough, which is quite near to London. So great question, that one. Josh Price asks, what do you think about the update for Windows 8.1, PC and mobile? Will you be getting it or testing it? Yes, I will be getting it. I will be getting an Lumia 930 and possibly a 635 as well, which of course will have the latest version 8.1 pre-installed. I think it looks fantastic. I think they're making great gains in the operating system. I've always loved the fluidity of it. It's a great user experience. The apps are improving every day, so I really do appreciate what they're doing. With regards to Windows 8.1 on the PC, I'm not a Windows PC user, but I do see them making progress with that as well. It's nice they brought back the start menu, although it isn't quite the same as it was before, but it's a little bit more user-friendly for mouse use rather than being sort of touch use. So it's okay, but again, it's not the operating system that I use. Kieran Flint asks, what's the most up-and-coming tech product you are looking forward to? That is such a hard question to answer. There are probably loads. I think probably the one I'm most looking forward to seeing is the iPhone 6, because I love my iPhone. I'm reading these questions off of the iPhone 5S, and I always look forward to what Apple do with the new iPhone releases. I just hope they give us a bigger screen this time. I really do. And I hope they include NFC as well. And I hope they improve the camera, although it's probably still one of the best cameras on a mobile device already. Jordan Ash asks, where do you see yourself in 10 years' time? Well, I see myself still producing videos. I've got a lot of other projects going on at the moment, which are like client videos. I'd like to get more involved in more sort of projects and short films and more presenting as well. So maybe that'll happen in the next 10 years. Who knows? But it will be an interesting journey, as it always is. Purav asks, how long till we are able to move holographic screens like in Iron Man? That is a really good question. Arm change arms. There we go. So, good question. I do like that one, and I suppose you can do it to a certain degree already. There are these products that were shown last CES where you've got these big sort of screens that you can move things around on. Big sort of touch screens that actually turn into either a mirror or a see-through sort of divider in a room. And I think it's very interesting. So it's not quite as futuristic as what you're citing in the Iron Man movies, but I don't think it's too long off. I do think it's going to happen at least within the next maybe 5 years. That's going to become more commonplace. But don't forget, in these movies, it's all special effects, so it's not going to quite be the same. But I do think that functionality to sort of big touch screens in people's homes will become more commonplace. Techius asks, what do you think about the new political party, the Internet Party in New Zealand made by Kim.com? Honest answer, I've got no opinion at all on it, but you know, it's interesting, it gives people an alternative, and why not? You know, why not offer up an alternative? Good luck to anyone who sort of starts something new up, something new and innovative. Can't even get my words out. So anyway, on with the next question, again from Techius. Do you think cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin will play a more important role in the future? Now, this one I've got mixed feelings about. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer, cryptocurrencies. I do own Quarkcoin, I don't own any Bitcoin. I have got a vested interest in cryptocurrencies. And the reason I invested is because I wanted it to see a return on my investment, obviously. I know for that to happen, people have to embrace cryptocurrencies and use them for trading and mining, and that way the value will improve and go higher. So that will benefit me. And I think the only way that will happen is if more people start using them to trade and more companies start accepting them. And I'm just unsure at this stage as to whether they will play a big role. I think they will always be there. There has been recent things with security issues, and the value of Bitcoin has dropped dramatically, but there are still people making money out of it. Will they become really commonplace, and will they play a more important role? It's really difficult to say. I certainly hope so, but I couldn't say whether they will or not. So again, not a brilliant answer for you, but I certainly hope it does go in that direction. Scott Westerman asks, I have a Lumia 920, but tired of app support, so I'm thinking of getting a Moto G and selling the Lumia, yes or no? Well, that's a very personal decision, so I can't tell you yes or no. That's an impossible question for me to answer. If you're fed up with it, and you're fed up so much with it that you aren't getting the experience you want from any device, be it the Lumia 920, be it a computer, be it a television, be it a camera, then yes, sell it and try something different. When I'm looking at giving people advice on which mobile phone or smartphone to purchase, I always say that it's to do with the experience first. So the software, the app support first, and the device is a secondary thing to the whole equation, because the device is the facilitator. That's what you're going to install the operating system on, and it's all about user experience. So what I would do is research what apps you want to use, what you want to use the device for, and then you can base your decision on that. So if you're finding the apps that you want aren't on the Lumia 920 and you're not prepared to wait until they're released, then you've not got much choice other than to switch platforms. If you're finding that you just want one or two apps and they're in development, it might be worth holding on. So I hope that helps, but that applies to absolutely anything. As I said, even if your TV is not giving you the experience you want, then yes, you swap the TV out and you maybe invest some more money and get something else. If this camera that I was recording this on didn't produce the good quality audio and video that it did, then as I've done previously, I've changed cameras quite a lot until I've got this Sony RX100 Mark II that produces the sort of quality that I'm happy with. So I've done it with my camera. So there's no right or wrong way again. You've just got to make that decision as to whether you're prepared to wait or whether you've just had enough. So, and from the terms that you've used in your tweet, in your question, it sounds like you've had enough. So good luck with that decision, and thanks for asking that question. Hi everyone, and welcome to my Sunday. Yes, it is already Sunday evening. I can only apologise, I've just been far too busy to pick up the camera throughout the day. We're actually getting the house decorated on the outside, and I had to prepare everything, sort of repairing some cracks, holes, etc. There was a little bit of damage to rendering, and I also had to battle with it raining throughout the morning, so I've only just got it finished, just eaten, and had a chance to actually sit down and answer some more of your questions. So thank you very much for sending these extra questions in. I really do appreciate them all. The first one for Sunday is from Alex Anderton. Would you ever switch to a Windows PC but keep Apple on the mobile? I'm asking because you seem to have enjoyed your 1020 a lot. Well, it's a really good question. I hate to disappoint you, but no, I wouldn't switch to Windows as a platform for my main use, purely because I've got so much vested sort of interest and money financially in the Mac OS X platform, and I like that platform. It's my preferred platform. With regards to the Lumia 1020, I love Windows Phone, I really do, and that has also got a great camera. It's one of the main reasons I've been really pleased with it. But very good question, very valid question. Adel Mandani asks, what is your favourite soccer team? Well, I have answered this before, but I'm not expecting you to have seen every single video. I don't really watch football, or soccer as you call it in America, or in other countries. I don't really watch it a lot. I suppose the only team I really support is Chelsea, and that's purely because my son supports Chelsea, and I wanted to show him my support as well, so we just sort of cheer Chelsea along when they're playing. But I haven't really got any great interest in it. And then the last question comes from Rob Stevens, who says, how long do you think it will be until Google Glass hits the UK publicly? Well, I would imagine probably about July or August of this year. If it doesn't happen in that time frame, we'll probably wait until 2015. And then Rob goes on to ask, could it be provided by companies like Specsavers? Well, for those of you who are not familiar with Specsavers, it's an opticians in the UK. And I think that Google Glass will only be available direct from Google, but the prescription lenses will be probably available from more than just Specsavers. I think it'll be available from all the main opticians, because it's purely prescription lenses to fit within a certain sort of frame. So I think more than just Specsavers will offer it. I would like to think that anyway. I'm not sure what the current situation with the sort of opticians or prescription side of things are in the United States. I'm not sure how that works at the moment. It's probably quite different at the moment because they're not sort of publicly available. They're still in the Explorers edition. But I'm so excited for when Google Glass is actually released to the public. I really will embrace that technology. I think it is definitely a step forwards and very interesting to me. As a video producer or content creator, I would absolutely love to add that sort of different side of things to the content I create. I probably wouldn't use it all the time, so I wouldn't do every single video looking through the glass, but I would certainly incorporate it in some way. So that's it for this weekend long Q&A session. Don't forget to leave me some questions for next weekend. There are details of how you can get questions to me in the video description. Thanks to everyone who's asked me questions. I really do enjoy answering them. I hope you've all had a fantastic weekend. You'll be watching this on Monday, so I hope you all have a fantastic week as well, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you'd like to watch another amazing video from me, please do click that top box. And if you want to subscribe to my geeky channel, click the red box on the bottom of your screen now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.